What is personal accountability at work? Going to go through and talk about 5 specific things that clarify what this is. When we can live life on our terms, on a holistic level, taking into account not just our business lives, but also our health, all of our relationships, from friends, family, partners, the world changes. All right, hey, congratulations on exploring what is personal accountability in the workplace. This is something a lot of people don't do very well, and candidly, there's a lot of leaders and managers that don't do this very well. So I applaud you for doing it, and starting this will elevate and escalate your career faster than anything. And I've hired a lot of people, and I've worked at hundreds of companies. So this is the kind of thing that true, genuine leaders want to see, is somebody who's going to own it. So the first thing is when you look in the mirror in the morning, it's that person you saw who brushing your teeth, that's 100% accountable for where you are today. This means that you got to let go of any potential victim state, things that are there. I'm not saying that you haven't had challenges. Candidly, everybody has. But think about all the good things where you are today. And then think about those challenges, fair enough. But you need to own that you're the one who's accountable for where you are. When you have that sort of attitude, and I work with a very diverse group of people, and I say the very same thing every time. The more you have that attitude, the easier it's going to be for you to be accountable across the board in everything you do. All right. The second piece is making sure that you're crystal clear on what you're accountable for. And in this case, if you don't have that, then you may have to manage your manager to try and clarify it. And you may even have to document it and show it to him or her. But you can't be accountable if you don't know what you're supposed to be doing. The only way you can be accountable is to clearly understand the vision of where we're going, which is a leader's main job, but a lot of them aren't very good at it. And then how are you contributing to that success? When you start doing this and you actually manage up and help people understand that, this is going to be very, very, very important. And if they don't have it, then you can help manage it and drive it. When you invest this, it's going to empower you to be much, much more successful. And it's really going to allow you to have that accountability in the workplace. All right, third thing, once you've defined the I own it, you've got to be the accountable one. Go back to the idea of this is what success looks like and how we're going to get there. Then come up with some sort of metric, some sort of way that you're going to be able to let others know and that you personally know, hey, this is what I was supposed to do this week. Did I win or did I lose? And the analogy I like to use with this is think about a football team. Now, the defense, their objective is to not give up any yardage, okay? And that's their metric. Did they give up, or did they not? Now, how they contribute to that may impact whether they win or lose. If they lose because they gave up a lot of yardage, which is likely the case, that's going to be one of those things that they know, did they win or lose that week, as somebody who's contributing. Just as the offense, how many yards did we gain, and were we able to score? But what are those metrics that you have for yourself? So the third thing is to define those metrics. The fourth thing is figure out how are you going to communicate these things. How are you going to communicate not only the vision of what we're doing, what you're accountable for, but then also how are you holding yourself accountable and showing these metrics? When you do this, you create this transparency. It's really going to hold you accountable by default because I don't want to say to my boss or even my team, yeah, I'm going to do this, and then I didn't do it. Trust me, I'm shooting a lot of videos. I know this, and my team holds me accountable for making sure I get the videos done. It's my metric. All right. And then the last thing is actually the same as the first thing. When you start having these, you figure out how you're going to communicate it. You look in the mirror, you own it, got it. You create clarity on how you're going to achieve it and what success looks like. You identify a metric that you're going to track on a regular basis, and then you over-communicate that both up and down. And lastly, you go back to owning it. You do this and you have this cyclical approach to where you're constantly improving. It's going to get stronger and stronger. And this is really going to help with what personal accountability is in the workplace. So if you found any value with this, hey, please subscribe. Check out other videos or go to our site, lifeon-yourterms.com. Keep smiling.